Hello everyone, it's Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and not yet a subscriber, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate that. What we're doing today, I'm out of breath because I was going up the stairs. Whew. What we're doing today is we're going to make a small one signature journal. I am almost at 100 subscribers, and this, I think, will be the 100 subscriber giveaway for the journal. Look at this beautiful fabric. Blue and white with swirlies, and it has silver in it, too. I don't know if you can see that. It's quite lovely. And we're going to be using this pack that I got at Tuesday morning. Excuse me. Celebrating winter. See, there are more swirlies. And this is what these papers look like. These are cutouts, and also, I don't know, I might use that. Here are some stickers. We'll be using some of those. This again, the cutouts. But the reverse side of that is also nice. Not quite the right blue, but still very pretty. So we'll set that aside. I'm not going to use both of them, so I'll put the other ones over here that we're not going to use. This one, the red, nah, I might do something with it, probably not, but this is nice, so I'll set that aside. Hold on a second. I don't need both of these over here. This one. Here I am organizing. Let me put, as things fall, that one over there. Okay. All right, I already have this one, because there's two of each in this pack, so... This one I love with the snowmen. I love snowmen. Stripes. Oh, stripes are a bit much for my eyes this morning. This is lovely. The flip side is red, so they will not be going in our journal because our journal is going to be blues and white. This might. We'll put that over there. These are not. And what else do we have here? Oh, and another sheet of that. So, is that the same that's on the reverse of that? Hold on a second. 1 minute, please. Oh, no, this is a different one. Oh, okay. All right, so both of those can go over there then. And these will go over here. Not quite sure what we're going to use for these. They are, you know, it's a nice heavy double-sided cardstock paper. But we will put them aside. Let me get my project box. Every time I start a new project, I like to just have a box. This is all scraps. I just use this like bin. Obviously, it's been a while since I've been able to... Oh, look, I already have this here, one ready to go. I'll just put that in there. It's been a while since I've been able to make art like this, so I'm very excited to be able to be back doing this. Past couple of months, I have been so involved in other things that I don't know what all that was, but okay. So I am going to put these papers in here and stickers because we're going to be using those. This is the cover. So I'm going to set that aside because that's the first thing is we're going to create the frame of the book. And this is extra fabric. I just love this fabric. I have, I don't know, probably about 5 yards of it. I love it so much. This is paper that I just dyed this morning. Looking a little purpley, but this is the paper we're going to be using. Because it's just going to be a one signature journal with a narrow spine. That spine is not very big. It's made out of a Stouffer's individual lasagna box. So that'll be nice. A nice little small journal. That looks like what, maybe an inch. Oh, I'm good, aren't I? That's an inch spine. So I want all the pages to be the paper, and then we're going to build it up with other things, with pockets and stuff. And we'll use, that's what we're going to use the cardstock for. So I'm going to put that aside for now. I'm reaching over here. Here we go. Oops. I have these here snowflakes. So we'll be using those. Oops, So let me put those on the desk because I like those. We'll be using those for embellishments. I just dropped something. Don't know what it was. And here I have some sequins and stuff that we might be using. So I'll take that out. I think I'm going to try something with this light and fluffy modeling paste, I think. So let's pull that out as well. Here's some glitter. Don't know what we'll figure it all out. We'll figure it all out. What else do I have in here? Oh, here I have some just little stars. As you can see, I like to get my stuff all together as I do this. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I don't think I'm going to really reinforce this at all. I already cut it, obviously, and the book is 5 1/4, so I'm going to cut the, let's do it this way, 5 1/4 by 6 1/4. So I'm going to make sure the pages are cut down, so 5 1/4, 5, 10. So we're using the 8.5 by 11 sheet. So I'm going to cut it 6 by 10. That's how I'm going to cut down those papers, 6 by 10. Okay. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Tyvek tape to make that spine, get that book going. Here we go, Tyvek tape. Okay. I have, and see, the Tyvek tape works very well because it is so strong and sticky. All right, so let's just get that down there. And this is not normally how I do it. Ah! See, look at that, I'm damaging that already. I have 2 different scissors. These orange ones, they're both Fiskars, they're both like this, but these are the ones I use for glues and sticky things that I'm cutting. And then I have my black-handled pair, which are over there somewhere, which I use for non-glue sticky things for like cutting paper and fabric. So let's do this. Oh, hold on. Might as well glop down some glue on it, right? This is just art glitter glue, which is just a, ow. Oh, for heaven's sakes. The white glue. There we go. That gives you a very small bit of time, like really small bit of time to adjust. It dries, it grabs very quickly and dries very quickly. So, all right, let me put that back. And now I'm going to put another piece of tape on the inside. Maybe. And that'll obviously, the tape is what I'm using to keep partially to keep the book together, because when I cover it with fabric, that'll also be keeping it together, but also to, excuse me, reinforce the spine. So it's just, and you don't have to use Tyvek tape. You can use packing tape, you know, like the clear mail tape that you use to mail packages. Okay, there we have it on there. Flip it around. There. Okay. Et voila. Put this aside. So, now this is the fabric. It's not see-through. If you use it more, sometimes when the fabric I use is sheer, I will cover this with sticky paper. you know, like shipping labels or something. But I think we're good to go now. And I'm not doing a hidden spine. All right, so let's, there's a gap there. Let me cut that down. Go over here and get my scissors. Do it there. These are my non-sticky scissors. All right, now this is actually going to have to be ironed on because that's how this works. So I'm going to pause this, go over to the ironing board and iron this down. And then when I come back, we will cover the inside cover. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, why I took that over to the ironing board is because I use the light heat and bond when I'm using fabric, so I iron it on, and that's nice. And it's going to be nice and soft. So there we have that. Now, I'm not going to use these. Let's take a look at these papers that we pulled aside to see which ones we want for the covers, just for the inside. I could use just a plain cardstock for them. This is such a pretty blue, and these papers really aren't that tone of blue. Then we can put something like that. Do large pockets. Those would be nice. Okay, so what am I, I'm just jib-jabbering right now. That's kind of nice. Rather innocuous, so to speak. All right, let me think about that. Oh, and see, but, oh, I like this one that says Hello Winter. I think I might like that on the inside front cover right there. So I then, therefore, do not want this behind it because, hello, that would look kind of silly. Silly. Those stripes hurt my eyes. I'm sorry, guys. The stripes hurt my eyes. The stripes hurt my eyes. Where's this one? Where's that one? Did I pull it? I pulled it, but it has... Hold on. This is the creative process that we go through. All right, well, this is the white. This one here it is, behind these. Well, I'm only using a little bit of it, so I guess that's okay. But now I want to make sure that, because this seems to be the only one with this. So okay, so there's the duplicate of that on the back of the cover thing. All right, so I will pull that out. Because I want to use this. Or do I? All right, I'm pausing you again. Sorry, guys. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I went rooting around and I remembered that I have this white Christmas paper pad, which I might like better. Let me just see. Put these aside for now. And I also, oops, found, so that's just a little bit of tulle. Stick that in there for trims. More little things to take a look at. I don't know if you can see that, but there's some glittery snowflakes in there. And I have silver paper too, which can also go. But let's take a look at this. These are really pretty. Look at that. That's, oh, and it's bumpy with the snow. Excuse me. Oh my. This one. This is what caught my eye. The big glittery snowflakes. All right. This pad has a lot of green in it, obviously, which is not the color we're going for. So, but I like that. That'll go lovely. Does that have a green tinge to it? In the glitter, it's kind of hard to tell. Because we're not doing Christmas, we're doing winter. It's very pretty paper, though, isn't it? Oh, my goodness. Sweater. That's nice. Acorns, little trees. I like those. It's kind of, that's a grayish background, though. Again, not what, it's also pretty, but not what we're looking for here. It's a very pretty paper pad. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Changing paper pads. Okay, so I like that for the inside cover. And then where was that? Where was that other thing? That I wanted to, this is cute. All I need is hot cocoa and worm socks. These here. Here it is. Hello, winter. There it is. Hello, winter. Okay. Again. So, let's take a look. Of course, the blue on this, I should probably use my paper trimmer to cut this, huh? I'm not known for my straight cuts. Yeah, this is the Echo Park pack that I got at Tuesday Morning for $5.99. The ones that I was talking about in one of my in my last haul video, they weren't Echo Park. At Tuesday Morning, they had the packs that are $11.99. It wasn't Echo Park. It was, oh, that doesn't go at all. Authentique or something. I don't remember the name, but oh, that doesn't go at all, does it? And then there's, I pulled out my silver paper too, to just, you know, hello winter. You can just line it with silver, ooh, which is kind of right in your face too. A bit much. Okay, well, I say let's just dig in. The first thing I want to do is this piece of trim that I found in there. I remember this trim. My daughter's 33 years old, and when she was like 5 years old, I made her a beautiful green taffeta dress for the holidays and for a wedding we were going to, and this trim was on it, so that's how old this trim is. So I think I want to use it to, let me take a look. Smooth out that edge right there. Oh, see, orange. My orange ones are my sticky ones, even my little snips. Doesn't look like. All right. Got it there. And I think I want to use a little bit of Fray Check on it. I'm not quite sure if those will fray or not. Okay, here we go. A little bit of Fabrifix. Put this down before I put down the paper so that the paper can, well, maybe go over it, maybe not. As you can tell, it's been a couple of months since I've been doing this, so everything's kind of not the way it should be. So I'm just going to do a small bead of Fabrifix right there. Dark glitter glue might work just as well. The Fabrifix is a silicone glue, so it's like a rubber cement, which I also have over here. It just kind of rolls right off of you. Okay. I don't know if I got it close enough to the edge. Let's scooch it around a little bit there. Okay. One side and the other side. Obviously, I'm not putting corners on here because if I was going to put the metal corners on there, I would have put it on before I put on this trim. The trim would have gone over the metal corners. As you can tell, not a lot of advance planning goes into when I make journals. It just evolves as it goes. If I know I want to do a particular theme, like this one, I know the theme is blues and winter and snow and snowmen. So then I'll pull out stuff that, you know, do my project box as I was pulling out things before. Also, I'm looking at my ribbons over here. I don't have my microphone on because I'm charging my phone as I do this, so let me just pull out some of these as well. Yeah. There we go. Maybe we'll use some of these as well. This one's pretty. Let's see if I can. It certainly does look like snow and ice, doesn't it? There we go. You see that? I like that. That's pretty. I'm sure we'll put that somewhere. Okay, so just a little bit there. Now I will cut this down, and I'll pull out my paper trimmer to do that. 5 by 6. I need 2 5x6s, and this is 12. So I will just, and you might be a little bit off screen here, so I'll line it up with the 5, right? There's my 5. And then 6, 5 by 6. There. Paper pad fell on my foot. Okay, move it over there. So I am in my new studio, getting used to it. I am loving it, of course. Yep. Okay, so how do we want to adhere this down? I'm just kind of working that a little bit. Okay. Excuse me. I am so sorry. I should probably take a drink of water. Okay, before I can put this paper down, though, I need to do something here to cover that. And the best way to cover that probably would be with this self-same fabric. Let me get my pinking shears. So I want the width of this seems to be fine. Okay, here we go. So let's, and down I'm going to have to go over to the ironing board again. Now the paper is going to be glued right on top of that, so I don't have to worry about pinking the sides. Just trim that off there. Okay. And there. Oh, I should. No, that's fine. And here. There. Okay. Okie dokie. Back to the ironing board. Okay, I'm back. I ironed that in. It's still a little warm, so I'm going to let it cool. I also purchased this lovely lace at Joann's yesterday. It was like $7.99 a yard. I just got half a yard. I like it because it has a little bit of glitter to it, but also it's small. You know, it's not one of those wider prints or weaves, I guess. The flowers are small. So, yeah, figure out maybe we'll use. And it's very soft. A lot of the, you know, like the casa, the laces and stuff that are by the bolt, they're kind of stiff, like the tulle netting is or something. All right, that's cooled. So let's go back to this now. Let's trim that off. I have to clean my scissors. Okay, you see where it's just that piece right there. Just do all this trimming now. Need to clean those snips. My scissors are too big to do it. Okay. There. I think what I'll do, I'll just do the tape runner, right? And then I'll use glue around up at the corners and the edges there. Because it's cardstock, you're not going to get, oops, just glue over the tape runner so that I have a little time to move it around. Because it's cardstock, you won't get any kind of like bleed through or bump or anything there. And it's just a very thin bead of glue anyway. Whereas if it were regular paper, sometimes it would bump up or something. So, it looks good, yeah. Where the, make sure the fold. Oh. Okay, yeah, looks good. And now for the other one. Ooh, I was wondering what was stuck to my finger there. And so okay, this side. There's the fold. Kind of cover up the edge of the lace. Oof. Okay. And we're coming right along here, right? Now, we're coming right along. Now what we're going to do is pick out the pages. And are we going to do all these pages? I don't know how many papers I've done. Let's count first. I don't know if I want that one. It's got the brown on it from the pan from the oven. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I have more. Oh. There me just 1 second. Uh, 910 from another time when I dyed them, using the same bottle with all the dye in it, but I don't know why the colors are so different. Okay, and all right, let's cut these down. So I said 10 by 6. So this is 8.5. So let's do our 6. And we just need to cut off 1 inch. All right, you guys don't need to see me do paper, so I'll be back. All right, I'm back with even more things on my work surface. So I cut down the paper and I put it together. And what I also did was I cut down a piece of that pretty lace and put that in there for different texture. And I have some doilies in here. So there's a doily. Thought I would do it there. It would be sewn in, so that could just be, you know, just a little tuck spot. And then for the signature center, because I always like to do something for the center, I have this large doily, which once it's in there, I'll trim down on the edges. Right. This large doily, which will then also make some very large pockets, because I will be attaching it on the bottom. Hold the phone. I have an idea. I picked this one because it was already cut, but just a second. Oh. Okay. If I take one that isn't cut, so this looks like this one's a little bit ripped there. If I take one that isn't cut, fold it in a way that will be on this bit that gets trimmed off. Okay. Do this. And then just place it over. There we go. Get the centers lined up. And that way, if I can get it in there properly. Let's see what we think about that. And then that'll be the signature center. Okay, now what I want to do is make sure that's in there. See if I can grab my, oops. I'm just reaching over here to get my big clips because it's only one signature. I am not going to do the lines and everything. I'm just going to put it all together and cut through the papers and the book all at the same time. Hoping beyond hope that I don't mess it up, right? That I don't mess it up. So there's the, oh. Okay, let's just get those guys together. Let's make sure I can see the center of this. So we have there and there, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch. Just want to make sure. I don't know if you can see. I can barely see that. I'm sure you guys definitely cannot see that. There it goes. Oh, what is this? This is a glaze pen. I'm using the wrong one. I should be using the gel pen. All right. I'm trying to be good, but I don't think it's working. Oh, here comes Bella. Here comes Bella. We'll use black. Oh, yeah, I see that now. And down here. What's the matter, Bells? You okay? There. Just a little bit, so I know where the center is as I lay down the paper. Okay. So there's the bottom center. There's the top center. Get rid of this one. Put it on the side. Okay. Let's hope I don't mess it up. I'm using, this is my big chomper. And I'm using the larger hole, the 3/16, so it's the one in the back. And I'm just going to put it somewhere around, because there's a little ruler down here. So if I put it in, I don't think I want to put it in an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And boom, 3/4 of an inch from the bottom. Hello. Okay. And I will cut that off. There we go. And let's do, there it is. Let's do, is that doily rips? Let's do 3/4 of an inch from the top. Oh, look, where's the doily? 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to go a little bit more from the top because the paper is not, let me make sure I'm on my fold line there. And then, all right, yeah, about 3 inches down. 3 inches is good. And right there. Right there is fine. Okay, there are my holes. Get the chomper out of the way. And I've chosen, I also pulled out a couple of winter washi tapes just in case. I have this thread here. There's Bella. Which is just like a heavy white. It's heavier than a crochet thread, but it has this silver twine through it, which I like. But the silver comes undone. So anyway, we're going to do 1, 2, I do 3, okay? And nip that there. For just this book, if it were a bigger book or had more signatures, I would do 5. You always have to do odd numbers. Let me tie this off so it doesn't get all unravelly again. But here we do 3. So let's neaten up the outside. And I pulled this to see if I wanted to cover the spine with that or not. I don't know. Not quite sure how we want to decorate the front cover yet. So go in. Yeah. Coming up. Right, going back down. And then coming back up on the other side of the thread. Oops. Probably could have gone with the smaller holes, but that's fine. Okay, tying this off. Okay, and now I am making sure everything is nice and snug. I can take the clips off. Has nice tension. And we do 1, 2, one way, and then 1, 2, the other way. And there it is. Fold down the pages. Well, seeing as how that is rather crooked right there, that'll learn me, huh? I will be covering that with that. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out what to do with this. Don't know if I should just cut it off, or I could just leave it. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to cover this spine right there. This one. And I have this on a roll back when, before the pandemic, when AC Moore was going out of business. Oh, they had such great sales. Anyway, that's when I got it. AC Moore was going out of business. I think I got, these rolls normally sell for like $12 or $14 or something, and I think I got 12 rolls for $1. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. There's an issue with that. I don't know what it is, but there's an issue. Okay, so normally what I like to do, because odd numbers are more aesthetically pleasing than even numbers, is I will do five rows over. So that's 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make sure that's 5 rows right there. And then there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right here. Okay, right here's where we're cutting. Right where that one is damaged. Okay, and I'm just cutting as close to those. They're not rhinestones, it's just the way they cut the metal. Kind of like how marcasite is cut. Just cut it down to make sure there's no, cut it as close as I can so there's no like little threads or anything hanging out. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the bottom. So this is the front. And there was that one that had that, there it is right there. Okay, I'm flipping it this way. And for this, I'm going to use Fabrifix. And I will go here to about here, right? And if it, you needs to go more. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty is a joy to behold. And then I go on the spine itself. I do the front first, then I do the spine. Make sure I'm getting to the edges, right? And then here, come out about an inch or so. I don't know what it was. I'm eyeballing it. What I find usually happens is that I put enough glue to get to 4, not to the last row, so I go back and just, see? Not the last row. So I'll go back and add more glue there. The front seems to be okay. And it grabs pretty quickly, Fabrifix. Okay. Now let's go back here and do this last one. Oops. It's a little bit messy. We'll clean that up. Okay. Wipe it off with my finger. And there's that. Cap that. Got the Fabrifix off my fingers. And there is the glue. There it is, the base of the book. What's that? 1, 2, let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, oh, almost 6. All right, get you over there. Yeah. I'm just pushing it. I'm pushing it away from the spine so that it has a nice tight. Okay, so this is the base of the book. We'll figure out how we want to decorate the cover and how we're going to build up the pages on the inside. And let's just make sure. Okay. So we're going to end this one here. And when we pick up again, that is when we are going to start all the decorating. We're going to put in pockets and clusters and, oh, excuse me, now I have the hiccups, and trimmings, and we're going to also do things with glossy accents and with embossing folders. We're just going to have all kinds of fun, okay? Well, we are only limited by our own imaginations. Let yours run wild. Thanks for stopping by. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you soon.